5 things I don't like about Philips Stellas. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Philips Stellas. They're absolutely amazing streetlights. Although there won't be anything that's high pressure sodium, mercury vapor, or low pressure sodium, or fluorescent, they're one of my third favourite LED streetlights. So I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about these streetlights. Number one, my biggest pet peeve about these streetlights is the fact that the LEDs fail over time. Really quickly, actually, only after like 4 years. And LED sports last 10-15 years. With Stellas, you'll start seeing the bulbs fail, the little LED diodes in there start failing about 3 to 5 years in service. In fact, one of the diodes has burnt out on this Philips Stela already, the one that's by my house. Number 2, they're not exactly the prettiest looking streetlight around. Now, I like the Philips Stela streetlights. However, they don't fit in with all surrounds. For example, the older 1950s streetlights that we used to have, that were mercury vapor or fluorescent, they were either one of the two. Had the old swan neck fixtures with the old, but not swan neck. It was like a half of a triangle sort of shape. If you look on Google Maps on most of Forex's roads, you'll see that what the structure used to look like. And what happened was they actually and they fitted in much better than what Philips Stellas do. And they're not exactly the prettiest streetlight around, and they don't fit in everywhere they're put into. However, if you put it on a Stainton or aluminium light company pole, painted or unpainted, it's your choice. They look really nice. Like as seen here. 3, they don't stay as long as other streetlights. Yeah, don't stay on as long as other streetlights do. I've noticed. So turn off the earliest of all the streetlights set up in Birmingham City Council. I much prefer the Luma and the Digistreet, to be honest with you. To be frankly honest, that is. They sound a lot longer and they're bright too, which brings on to my next thing. But what I don't like about these streetlights is the fact that they're quite dim. Now, most of the streetlights in my area outperform the Stellas because the Stellas are not that bright. Even the one with the most LEDs, which is the one outside my house, they don't have them. They don't really light up the streets that well. And me and my dad having a discussion about the LED streetlights and the high pressure sodium streetlights, and the low pressure sodium as well. That the old streetlights actually put out more light than these Stellas do. So did the mercury vapors that used to be here, or Philip Weston. So they were one of the two. If you want, I'll put a video link of what the old streetlights in my area used to look like before they were replaced in 2011 or 2012. And last but not least, what else was it about them? They they're actually, I can't think of a fifth reason about these lights I don't like about them. 5 reason actually the plastic fades. Yeah, that's an issue with them as well. But I'm just all street lights. But with black street lights, they're the worst. They're the worst along with white ones because they what happens is they some of these Stellas have actually turned grey. The old Stellas. There's one replacement still on this road, and yeah, basically, I mean, they're just not very. don't last as long as they may seem. And, okay, so now before I finish this video off, I'm trying to warn you guys that I'm not slagging off Philips Stelas. They're great street lights, but they, just like anything, they have their pros and cons. So, yeah. The way you can just take these struts apart is one of them actually has a green pole. It's not this one, but there's another still over there. Yeah, that one's got multiple fail LEDs. Look at that one. So it's like picking it up better well, but yeah, you can just about see it there. It's not exactly working its full extent because it's my laser burnt out, which is one of the reasons why I kind of dislike. I don't like about them. You can actually see it better from my dad's room. You can actually see this street like that from my dad's room. How there's things in the way, and it's not actually as well. In my video. There it is, close look of it. This one is closer to the road and the landing window is. Anyways, that's 5 things I don't like about the Philips Stela. Thanks for watching the video, and bye guys for real.